Good afternoon. Welcome back to NACA's Fall 2020 Virtual Programming and Indigenous Cooking class. My name is Andrea Mayahuel Garza, and this is class number 5. And the topic for today is Western diet versus Indigenous land-based diet. But first, we're going to be making some black bean brownies. The ingredients we will be needing are 1.5 cups of black beans, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, half a cup of oats, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of pure maple syrup. You can also use honey or agave, 1/4 cup coconut oil, 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and half a cup to 2/3 of a cup of chocolate chips. And our last ingredient is optional, and it's crushed pecans. We'll start by combining all of our ingredients except the chocolate chips in a food processor and blend until completely smooth. You'll want to really blend well. You can also use a blender if you don't have a food processor, but the texture and even the taste will be much better in the food processor. My 11-year-old daughter Yaretsi is helping me today, and she's adding all of our ingredients to our food processor. We are now ready to blend our brownie mix. You will want to open up your food processor and scrape the sides of the food processor and get it nice and mixed up and blend again. Our mix is ready as it is now nice and smooth. Carefully take out the blade, and you're going to mix in half of your chocolate chips. Next, you're going to pour your brownie mix into a greased pan, and you're going to sprinkle your remaining chocolate chips, and if you'd like, you can also sprinkle with crushed pecans. Our brownies are now ready for the oven, and we're going to bake our black bean brownies for 15 to 18 minutes at 350 degrees. Remove from the oven and allow them to cool for at least 10 minutes before trying to cut your brownies. If your brownies still look a bit undercooked, you can place them in the fridge overnight and they will firm up. This recipe makes 9 to 12 brownies. You may be thinking that brownies made out of black beans will taste weird or might taste like beans. They do not taste like black beans at all. They are super delicious. They are kid approved and approved by picky eaters as well. Please try this recipe at home and let us know what you think. Our topic for today is the Western diet versus Indigenous land-based diet. When I say Western diet, I'm talking about your standard modern American diet. And when I say Indigenous land-based diet, we are referring to the way that our ancestors lived and ate. What are some examples of a Western diet? High intakes of processed meat, prepackaged foods, high intakes of sugar and refined grains. It can also be very wasteful, very harmful to the environment and to our health. Now let's take a minute to think about some key components of an Indigenous land-based diet. An Indigenous land-based diet is a way to honor our ancestors, preserve knowledge, and have respect and care for the land and animals. We honor our ancestors and their wisdom by learning how to hunt, forage, and cook ancestral foods. By sharing our knowledge with each other and by becoming active in our communities, we can begin to decolonize our diets. An Indigenous land-based diet is a testament to how a community may be nourished and sustained by locally sourced foods without the help of processed products. Not only do indigenous crops provide much needed nutrients and diet diversity, they can help the communities that produce them thrive. How does your family practice either or both of these diets? What are things that we can do to move away from this Western diet and more towards our ancestral way of eating? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. You can still check out our previous classes if you'd like to see the recipes we've done so far. Don't forget to join us next week for our next NACA Indigenous cooking class. Have a great weekend. Tlazokamati.